couch, dogs, me, guitar lessons. Hey there, LickNRiffers! Welcome back to yet another awesome fingerstyle arrangement lesson right here on LickNRiff, in which you're going to learn how to play in fingerstyle the greatest theme song of all time, the Ghostbusters theme song. So first I'm going to play it for you so you can see and hear how it goes, and then we're going to break it down lick by lick, step by step, chord by chord, note by note with tabs right here on the screen as usual. It goes like this. Enjoy! Alright, so whenever you're ready, put on 4 and 4 on strings 2 and 4. Okay, 4 and 4. And the most convenient finger position for the intro is by using fingers 3 and 4. Okay, the third finger on the D string on 4, and the little finger, the pinky, on the 4th fret of the 2nd string. So these two fingers on 4 and 4 on strings 2 and 4. Okay, because you're gonna play a descending bass note. Okay, you're gonna play 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 on the D string while playing strings 2, 1, 2, 1, okay, with 4 on the B string. Okay, so it's gonna sound like this. Okay, and the most convenient way to play it would be to start with these two fingers. Go ahead, motorbike, why not? Instead of starting with this and then having to stretch or to change fingering. So just start with fingers 3 and 4. Okay, so as I said, you play strings 2, 1 twice with each bass note. Okay, and you play the bass note along with the first, second string. Okay, 4 on the D string, then 3, then 2, then 1, and then you play the open D string again with the second string, but you don't play strings 1, 2, 1. Okay, when you play the open D string, you just play the second string, and then you play sort of an E augmented or C augmented chord. Okay, 1 on the second string, 1 on the third string, and vibrate it just for effect. So that's the intro, basically. That's it. So as long as you put these two fingers on, should be a breeze. Right? You don't have to stretch anything. You just have fun with the notes. Right? That's the intro. That's it. Now for the main riff. Bar the 2nd fret on strings 3 and 4 and play it with the 5th string. Okay? A5. And then you play strings 3 and 4 again immediately. Then 3 hammer onto 4 on the 5th string, 2 on the 4th. Okay? You can play bass chord instead of the chord twice. You can play, okay, sort of a boogie thing, or you can play, okay. So however you want to play it is fine, as long as you play the chord twice and then 3 hammer onto 4 on the 5th string and then 2 on the 4th again. You can play it harmonized again, doesn't make any difference. Okay? And then you have G and D over F sharp. So for G, I play the open 3rd and 4th with 3 on the 6th string. That's it. And then I put a finger on 2 on the 3rd string. I play strings 3 and 4 again with my thumb on 2 on the 6th string. That's D over F sharp. So, okay, that's how I do it. It's the most convenient way, in my opinion, instead of putting on 2 fingers. So, okay, you don't have to change anything. You don't have to move at all if you just do this. Okay, it's the fastest way to play it, and you need fast changes here. So that's the main riff. You play it twice. You can play it 4 times. You can play it 64 times. It's just a great riff. You can repeat it forever. You can variate on it. You can play the G chord twice. You can play the F sharp bass and then the D chord. Okay, so you can play variations on it before we start. Okay, you can play bass chord, bass chord. Just experiment with it and see how fun it is. When you're done with that, you start the riff solo. Okay? Okay? You start with the A bass and you slide into the A5, into an A chord actually. Okay? Now you can slide from 1 to 2 on strings 3 and 4, but it's a lot more, it's all cleaner to play it on the 3rd string. Okay, just on the 3rd string. Later on you can play it on both strings for effect, but when you start out just the first time, play it on the 3rd. And then 2 on the 2nd, 2 on the 3rd. That's it. Okay? And then you have G with the bass note with the 2nd string and then the 3rd. Okay? And then you play the D over F sharp chord once. So, okay? That's the idea. You can play bass chord. Doesn't matter. And then you have the A bass twice. And then you have the 2 and 2 on strings 3 and 4 5 times. So you can do it with strumming it as well. So yeah, you can do down, up. It's really difficult to do it when you're not in the zone. It's difficult to pull it off right now. You see, you need to kind of be in the moment in order to do this. It's kind of a claw hammer style effect. So, okay, so you can do bass, bass, chord, okay, if you like. And then the G chord, strings 3, 4, and 6, and then 2 on the 3rd string, and then you can play the rest of the D chord with the F sharp bass or just the F sharp bass. So, okay, just change the bass. Okay, just the bass, and it's enough. So, okay, see? Works. Then you play the first bar again. Okay, the slide one. And then you have this. Okay, the ta-da-da-da, A5. Okay, bass, bass, chord, 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 chord. And then you have G, okay, with strings 3 and 4. Open 2nd string. And then the D over F sharp. So you have, okay, have this. So that's the solo riff, right? So, right? You see, when you get into the groove, it's a lot easier to pull it off. That's what I always say. Ears first. If you can conceptualize it, your hands follow. Because if you get into the music, you just execute it instead of thinking about what your hands need to do. They just do it. So, okay, if I tell my hands to do something, I get stuck, I get confused. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just weird. The verse is actually easier than the intro. It's 5-2-5 on the 3rd string with A. And then G and D over F sharp. Okay, that's it. Okay, something strange. And then, okay, it's 2 pull off to 0, and then A again with 2 to 0. And then G and D again. And then I did this because he said, who you gonna call? And you can't really talk with a musical instrument, so I did it like this. I play 5 on the 4th string, yep. I slide it down to 4, I pull it off to 2, pull it off to 0, and then I hammer on straight away into the 3rd fret of the 5th string without picking it. Okay, so it sounds dirty. Right? Then the G and D again, and then you have A again. Right? Just A. Okay? Just strings 3 and 4 with the bass twice. That's the verse. That's it. So and then you play the ending of the riff, the solo riff. Okay? You play this. And then you can play it again if you like. You see, I'm thinking about it, get stuck. And then you have the solo, the synthesized saxophone solo, which is this. It's just 5-2 4 times. That was actually in the right key. Okay, so I play 5-2, I vibrate the 5 okay, to imitate the synthesizer effect with the pitch roll there. And I play the A bass just freestyle, just whenever I feel like it. I play it 4 times. Then I put my second finger on 3 on the 6th string and I play it with 5-2 again. And then I either slide 4 to 5 on the 4th string, on the D string, or hammer it on. Doesn't really matter, it's the same effect. Yeah, it's almost the same. So, okay, whichever is easier for you, and then you play the 2 on the 3rd again. So, okay, 3 on the 6th string with 5-2 on the 3rd, 4 slide to 5 on the 4th, and then 2 on the 3rd again. And then you have the 5-2s again, this time with 2 on the 6th string. So just bar it. And then you have 1 on the 6th string with 5-2. Not the easiest thing. Okay? You can play 1 on the 2nd string instead. Okay? But if you want to challenge, play the 5-2. And then the same idea. 4 slide to 5 on the 4th, 2 on the 3rd. So 2 on the bass. Okay, and then the second line with 1 on the 6th string. And then you have 5 on strings 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3 with A. Okay, and then you have G, 3 on the bass with, okay, again with 5 and 5. Sorry. And then you have 3, 4, 5 on the 3rd string. So however you want to play it is fine. Okay, you can hammer it on. You can hammer them both on. You can pick them. Doesn't matter. Whatever you feel convenient with. Then you have the 5 and 5 again with 2 on the bass. And then you have 5 and 5 on strings 1 and 2. I slide them down. And then I go back to the riff and loop it around until I have to go do something. Because this song is so much fun, you'll find yourself looping it around as well. So this is the song. This is the Ghostbusters theme. My arrangement, especially for you guys and girls. With love from me to you. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go download the tab. It's free. The link is below in the description, and it's free. Everything is for free, just like this lesson, just like everything on LickNRiff. But if you want to give something, anything back, there's a donation button right on the website when you go download the tab, or in the description before you go download the tab. There's a Patreon link, and anything you want to give back, you choose to give back. I'm super grateful for your generosity, and everything goes right back into LickNRiff, into making your lessons, your guitar education, your free guitar education. So thank you in advance, and thanks for watching. Enjoy. Bye.